The spinning wheel was such a useful tool in the textile industry, even Gandhi used the tool. So why did the Industrial Revolution discard it? We're here to find out.
The first fibers to be spun were probably grasses that were rolled on the fingers, and people learned that you could attach something at intervals. As long as it was attached continuously, it would be useful. It would make useful things like covers on huts, like mats that people had on the floors or slept on.
I don't know who actually invented the spinning wheel, but I do know that Leonardo da Vinci had some drawings of the spinning wheel, and I believe it started with him in the 1400s. I believe that's where the first spinning wheel started.
Leonardo da Vinci developed the mother of all that pulls the thread in. Before that, women had to stand and spin because they had to walk away and then come back and wind it on the bobbin.
A common fiber in the States, and I don't know where else in the world, would have been yucca. And you see the little hairs? If I scrape the waxy green membrane off this, that whole leaf is nothing but a bunch of long straight fibers. So you can spin that.
You could make your cordage. You could make really thick cordage, and it'll be rope. Or you could make soft and pliable, thinner fibers that could be strong enough to stretch on a loom and weave into and make garments.
It was another creative outlet for me because I also crochet, knit, tat, embroidery, any needlecraft I basically do, and it's just relaxing for me. To me, it just came to me, and like I said, I love it. No, as far as I know, no one else in my family spins, so I think I'm maybe the only one that I know of.
When you're spinning, you're treadling, you're making the treadle smooth, and you see the next thing up are these, right? These. And those are called Deadmen. And they're called Deadmen because they're stiff, and as you treadle, they just move up and down because they're stiff and they're straight and they just move up and down. So the Deadmen are then turning, I can't reach or see, they're turning, they're connected to that metal piece, and that turns the wheel, okay? And so the wheel has a pulley on it, and the pulley comes up to the gears, and so as the wheel turns, the gears turn. And you'll see they're different size gears here, and they're connected to the bobbin. The bobbin has a gear on it as well. And so as that all turns, that puts the twist in the fiber and draws the fiber back in through the orifice and winds it onto the bobbin. This whole contraption, all of this, is called the mother of all. That's where all the good stuff is happening. But that's how the wheel is designed to operate.
There were no Walmarts in the old days, and so people had to make everything they owned or used or make something that they could barter. So whole families were engaged in raising the sheep, shearing the sheep, washing the wool, dyeing the wool, or spinning it and dyeing it. You can do it when it's spun or when it's just wool. You can dye it. And then going to a loom, setting up a loom and weaving all the cloth, and then sewing it by hand into garments.
Most of the wool that I get, you can't get it in the States. It's all mostly overseas. I have some USA breeds, but the majority of mine come from overseas.
It was always something that I was drawn to. And so after I tried several times in various classes, just one-day classes, and was unsuccessful, one day I bought myself a little simple spinning wheel, and I just sat down and said, "Dadgummit, I'm going to do this," and I did. So that's how I started.
The spinning wheel has been around for many years, and now I know that it will stay around for many more years to come.